previous 4 coaching videos, I focused on coaching you how to coach. And in those 4 videos, I taught you, number 1, the secret formula to coaching. Number 2, how to turn people's minds around 180 degrees and have them loving you for doing that to them, turn their minds around. Number 3, how to figure out what is the one belief that's buried deep down inside people's minds that's holding them back, that's causing them to think the wrong things and do the wrong things, and nothing turns out to be productive. How to figure out what that one belief is. And also, I taught you how to use storytelling as a coaching tool. Why storytelling is such an effective coaching tool. And I also gave you 2 stories of successful coaching examples, including one in which I successfully coached a millennial, and she loved it. By the way, I am sick and tired of managers coming to me and say to me, Coach Michael, you know what? There's nothing but millennials out there, and I can't deal with it. I give up. I'm sorry, sir. You hired the wrong person. Not every millennial is like that. All right. So if that's the way you think, I am sorry. You are thinking like a millennial. You are thinking like the people you accuse of. No, you are thinking like the people you say you hate so much. No. Not every millennial is like that. I meet plenty millennials of millennial age, and there's nothing millennial about these people. I even tell them, I said, as far as being a millennial is concerned, maybe you're 21, but as far as being a millennial is concerned, you're fired. There's nothing millennial about you. You're just normal. You're just like us. It's our job as leaders, okay, to develop ourselves in terms of our leadership, but especially our coaching skills, because this generation, they are seeking knowledge, they're seeking wisdom, they're seeking guidance, and there's so many things they don't know, and there's so many things they would like to know, and they're confused about certain things, and they would like to seek clarity and knowledge and wisdom. So it is our responsibility, it is our job as leaders, as pillars of society, to help this generation of young people, to coach them, to guide them, to give them knowledge, wisdom, insights, and ideas, and to help them to remove their not helpful thinking and replace their not helpful thinking with more helpful thinking. But anyway, in this video, I want to focus on what is the worst time, and then what's the best time to coach someone. All right, there's a time and a place for everything, including coaching. There is a perfect best time or perfect opportunity to coach someone, and then there's the wrong time to get coaching started. If you try to start coaching at the wrong time, and they will resist it, and then you cannot bring this issue back up again. All right, so before we talk about what's the best and what's the worst time to start coaching, let's talk about what's going on inside of them. All right, their process. All right, so usually the process goes like this. So they started doing something that is wrong, that is not helpful, and they don't know it. Take the story I gave you 3 or 4 videos back, how I coached Mother Teresa. Right? But Mother Teresa is her nickname. So this lady, when she first started, if you have not seen that video, go back there and watch that video now. Okay, when Mother Teresa was first promoted into being a manager, okay, she was doing all the wrong things. That's not helpful. Okay, she was doing all the manual labor by herself and not even doing her job as a leader, as the leader of the pack. All right, so usually they start doing something that's not helpful. All right, and then they don't know it's wrong, they don't know it's harmful, and they are yet to feel the pain. And next thing you know, because of their incorrect action, because of the fact that their action is not helpful, they're gonna start feeling the pain. And then usually, right, people's thinking, hey, human nature is human nature is human nature. People are the way they are. There's no point complaining. People are the way they are, right? Usually, as soon as they feel a pain, they don't immediately realize they have a problem. Okay, it takes a while for them to realize, there's a problem. There's a problem, there's a problem, there's a problem. No, they don't say, I have a problem. Their thinking is, there is a problem. And then they would go out there and then start looking and thinking, accusing, whose fault is this? It's just human nature, all right? Usually the first thinkings getting to their heads is, oh, this is the fault of my employees. This is the fault of the company I work for. This is the fault of my boss. This is the fault of my industry. This is the fault of my spouse. This is the fault of my children. This is the fault of the city I live in, the neighborhood I live in, the car I drive. This is the fault of my mechanic. This is the fault of my dog, my cats, my vet. This is the fault of the politicians, the mayor, the whatever, all right? They will never think, what about me? What about me? Okay, and the next thing they're going to realize is, no matter whose fault this might be, whose responsibility is this? This is a major leap in their thinking to jump forward, all right? A lot of people, they stuck on, this is the fault of so-and-so, so why should I be responsible? So let me answer this. Let's say I'm pretty sure you're a nice, solid citizen, all right? You are not a pickpocket, okay? You don't steal money, But don't you think it's your responsibility to watch your own wallet and make sure it's not stolen, right? Because we all know there are people out there who pickpockets, right? Just because we don't pickpockets, we don't steal money from other people, it doesn't mean that it is not our responsibility to watch our own wallets and make sure it's not stolen, right? Yeah, so this thinking can be a major leap forward, all right? So slowly they will come to the realization that, well, okay, so this is my responsibility. And then they'll come to the realization that everything in life is my responsibility. Let me answer this, okay? Let's say if I'm driving my little family car on freeway I-80, all right, in Nebraska, in summer. It's straight, and it's flat, and there's not a lot of traffic. And then some semi-trailer coming from the other way has crossed the median, is now driving on the wrong side of the road. I'm going 80 miles an hour going east, and this semi is going 80 miles an hour going west. And we're about to make contact in about 2 seconds. Whose fault is this? You know, when we make contact, right, me in my little car, right, there will be nothing left. He might walk away without a scratch because he's 80,000 pounds and he's sitting up there up high, all right? It's the wrong question to even ask, whose fault is this? Well, at this point, whose responsibility is it for me to make sure that I stay alive? My family, my passenger in my car, they all stay alive. It's my responsibility. I need to do whatever is necessary to stay alive. I will drive off the road. I'll go into a ditch. I will do whatever I can, right, to stay alive. It is not the most helpful thing to do at this point to pull out a driver's handbook and point to whatever the law is and say, sir, you should be on your side of the road, not on my side. We got 2 seconds, right? So the notion here is, it's not a matter of whose fault is this. It is my responsibility to make sure I get whatever needs to be done will get done, right? So they develop their thinking into, okay, so this is my responsibility. And then they will start looking for solutions. They'll go, are there any solutions out there to solve my problem? And then they'll start looking for solutions. And they'll go, okay, which one of these solutions is BS? Which one of these solutions is actually useful? Well, are there any so-called solutions out there that's total BS? Yeah, the majority of them. This is why most corporate training, they don't work, because they're just not that good. All right, maybe one day I'll make a video about why most corporate training are ineffective. Okay, so back to what we were saying. So next thing you know, they will be looking for solutions out there. All right, so there are any solutions out there. Which solution will work? Which solution will work best for me? Which solution is the most effective? And then they might come to the wise realization that, hey, you know what? That one-on-one coaching from my boss is the best solution to solve my problem, to remove my pain, to help me to move forward. Why? Because my boss has been in this industry longer than me, 5, 10, 20, 30 years longer than me. Number one. Number two, my boss, he has some skin in the game. She has some skin in the game, because if I improve, he gets the benefit. If I improve, she gets the benefit. And if I screw up, he or she also suffers the pain of me screwing things up, right? And then my boss has been watching me, right? And then he probably has the answer to solve my problem. What is it? I don't know. There must be something I don't know. So at this stage, the employee will come to you, the boss, and say, hey, boss, I've been here working really, really hard. You see, over the past 3 months, I am number 10 on this list of our team of 10. I'm number 10 out of 10, January, February, and March. Hey, boss, you can tell I'm not a goof off, right? I try hard. Okay, I've been trying very, very hard, but whatever I tried, it has not worked. So there must be something that I don't know, that I'm not aware of. So what is it that I don't know? What's in my blind spot? Please help me, all right? This is the best time for you to start coaching. So you sit down with them, you use the formula I give you, you let them talk. You want to find out. You don't know what they don't know, and they don't know what they don't know. So you're going to sit, listen, let them talk, poke them to talk. And then you listen, and you listen, and you listen, and you're going to find out what is it that I don't know, or what is it that's one belief that they've been holding on to for 20, 30, 40 years, which was a good idea back then, but today is no longer a good idea. And this is the best time to coach, right? The worst time to coach is when they first started doing whatever the behavior that's not helpful. Take Mother Teresa, for example, all right? Mother Teresa is her nickname, and it's a lady who came to my seminar. I made a video about the story of how I coached her about 3 or 4 videos back. All right, go watch that video first. So take her, for example. When she first started becoming a leader, having employees, managing people, and she was doing all the wrong things, that's shooting herself in the foot. Imagine on her second day, during her first week, I march in there, I just barge in there, I go, hey, Mother Teresa, I've been watching you, all right? Everything you do, you're doing it wrong. So stop doing everything and listen to me. I'm here to help you. Do you think he's gonna want to hear what I have to say? No, because I'm ruining her fun. She just got promoted. She feels great. She thinks she knows everything. She's like all fired up. And I'm going there like just ruining her fun and killing her spirit. So that's the worst time to start coaching. Now, here's the thing. Sometimes, let's say if you delegate some task to some employees or what have you, right? And sometimes you can tell they are about to make a mistake. And here's a funny business, all right? If making this mistake will not result in employee getting their hand chopped off, or the company losing a $1 million a month wholesale customer, or the company getting sued. If by making this mistake, right, we're gonna pay a very small price, let's say $1, or maybe employee breaking some whatever inexpensive part or something, okay? Sometimes the quickest way to teach and the quickest way for the employee to learn is to let them go ahead and make that mistake. You be the judge. You should know what's the consequences of them making that mistake, right? Are we talking about launching a spacecraft, having the spacecraft blowing up? Or are we talking about, well, just costing the company $1 or 50 cents, or costing an employee an hour or maybe a day of whatever, okay? And what is the downside of making this mistake? But what's the upside? What's the learning that we can gain? What's the $1 million learning that we can gain by helping this employee to learn some new wisdom, some new insight, some new thinking? So I don't know the specifics in your industry, in your profession. You do, so you know how to apply this principle. So to sum it up, right? Quite often, when they first started doing something and they're doing it incorrectly, that's not helpful. Quite often, that is not the right time to start coaching. You might need to nudge them from not feeling the pain to feeling the pain, to understand they have a pain, to realize they have a problem, to start figuring out whose fault this problem is, to realize it is their own responsibility, to start looking for solutions, then realizing that the coaching from you, the boss, is actually their best solution. So along the way, you are just going to nudge them all the way to when they realize, aha, coaching from a boss is the best, the most effective solution. So boss, please coach me. Tell me, what is it that I don't know? All right. So if you need coaching, just send me an email. And your employees are actually waiting for you to coach them. So it is now the 21st century, right? Almost everybody is a knowledge worker, and all the employees out there are craving for more knowledge, more insights, and more wisdom. And you, as the leader, it is extremely important. It is essential that you develop your coaching skills so you can become more effective at helping your employees to grow. When you help them to grow, essentially, you just created loyalty from deep down inside of them to feel loyal toward you the person, not necessarily the corporation, but you the boss, you the individual person. All right, so it's a major part of your job to develop your coaching skills in the 21st century. And don't forget to subscribe, and also hit the like button, and also share this video and all my videos with your family, your good friends, your good colleagues, managers of other departments, and people you know in business, people you are fighting together in the trenches, people you are growing together with, learning together with, learning from each other. Let's face it, okay, do you think your life will get easier if you are the only person improving? No, your life does not get easier if you are the only person improving. Your life will only get more and more difficult. Why? Because the people around you, they don't understand your latest thinking, what you just learned recently, and what you're doing, and they will start going against you, and they will bring you down, they will drag you down. You don't want that to happen to you. You want to share your latest learning and thinking with everyone around you, your family, your good friends, your good colleagues, your co-workers, people you are in business with. You want everyone around you to learn together and grow together and help each other to learn and grow. That's why you want to share all of these coaching videos with as many people as possible. And also, make sure you and all you guys hit the notification button. This way, every time I release a brand new coaching video, you guys are going to be the first batch to get notified and start learning right away, so you can get ahead of the competition. All right, until next time, keep on learning. Coach Michael Lin, signing out.